Hello, everyone. I'm sure glad you decided to join us tonight. I want to back up here through the chat and let everybody know who's here. Miss Barbara?
Oh, I'm sorry. KT.
Yeah.
With slow momentum's here.
He's driving, but snooping.
Hey, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Adventure, RV Adventure. That's Steve.
Hey,
He's
Steve.
here. Hey, you need to go down a little further because as you talking to him and talking to everybody else.
Let's jump over here and blow this up.
That would help. All right.
Aaron Jameson's here.
Hey, Aaron. And we also have Elizabeth. And come on down. Mr. Robato's here.
Mm-hmm.
RV There Yet?
RV There Yet. Good to see y'all.
And Jason with Imagine Your Odyssey.
Happy Place Diaries. Jerry and Teresa are here.
Hey.
And let's see if there's anybody else who has dropped in. Nursing Our Travel Bug is here. Oh, snap. It's that time already.
Yeah, you need to go live after us. Man, it's amazing how time flies.
Well, anyway, we're going to jump right into it.
You got the controls.
Basically, the reason we're going live tonight is we're preoccupied tomorrow, but we have a decision to make, or possibly a decision we'd like to make over the next 2 or 3 days. So we thought we'd jump in here and get your advice. As you know, we started our RV adventure with Matilda G, a 1999 Fleetwood Bounder gas model. And she was around for 2 years. Happy Place Diaries says, greetings from Hill Air Force Base in Layton, Utah.
Yeah, he's on his way to meet up with some folks.
That's right. That's right. The big caravan. Proud to see y'all here. Certainly appreciate you dropping in because I value each one of your opinions. Me and Miss Barbara just wanted to reach out and get some other people's insights, your expertise, your experiences, and maybe help us with this decision we've got to make. Started our adventures with Matilda G, the 1999 Fleetwood Bounder. She's sitting mere feet away from us right now and still raring to go. She is something else. Been a good one. Right now we're sitting inside a Holiday Rambler, which is made by Monaco, a Holiday Rambler 2000 model. It's a diesel pusher with a 330 Caterpillar diesel. And we're looking at a third RV. And we're going to start giving you some of the details as to why we're looking and get your insights. And hello, Weekend RVing. Great to see y'all here. Appreciate you dropping by. Don't want to miss anyone. You've already said hello to
everybody else. Yeah, we're good.
Imagine Your Odyssey. We're good right now. Let's see here. We got 12 people in here checking things out on a Saturday night.
They don't have much of a life.
Again,
we don't either.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Okay, let's get right into it. We love Matilda G, but she is really she's a little party wagon. She's good for folks who want to go back and forth to the lake and go back and forth to the beach, which for us is only 90 miles away.
Right.
and short trips and stuff, she's still under 60,000 miles on the powertrain and the motor. She's had some motor work done, but she's well lived in. But we're going to sell it, and someone's going to get a decent RV. You have put a lot of money in Matilda D. I don't know that we put a lot of money in Matilda D. We put quite a bit of elbow grease and love and some money in Matilda G.
Yeah.
But we held off on Matilda D, and that's part of the reason we're having trouble with the decision.
Well, you've put money in as far as having...
Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, we had to have some repair work.
We haven't done any custom work in
No,
here.
we've not done any customizing, painting of cabinets or changing of the hardware or anything like that. But right as soon as we got Matilda D, she needed a water pump, which was extremely expensive for the Caterpillar. And she needed a block heater, which turned out to be extremely expensive. And we recently put a Safety Plus steering stabilizer under the front end. Not real expensive, but that was $5,000 right there.
Yeah, but it was worth it.
But it was worth it. And whatever we decide to do with the next RV, she's going to get a Safety Plus as well, because we only know of good reports. And it's already proven to me that it certainly stabilizes my driving. New Horizons, Susan is here. Oh no, selling your RV? All right. So,
and say hello to Fern.
Hello, Fern, the camper. Sounds like she's a good RV. Matilda G, great RV. Matilda D, the jury is still out.
You've been spooked.
Go ahead and say it.
You've been spooked.
I've been spooked by some of the engine trouble. Matilda D is a holiday rambler Endeavor made by Monaco. In her day, this coach that we're sitting in was top of the line and still is in great shape. She's 22 years old. She's got 125,000 miles on the Caterpillar motor. And she's got some wear and tear on the roof.
Yeah. Where
there's been some damage in the past. The first, what's that?
I'm answering a question. Letters are confusing. How many RVs do you own? 2.
And we're looking at the third one.
We're looking at number 3.
We're not going to own them all at the same time, though. That's part of this decision. 125,000 miles on the Caterpillar motor. The roof has had some damage long before we owned it. But, of course, I discovered it after we got it. Aaron, I agree with you. That motor can go 1,000,000 miles. And I wish I could convince myself of that. We traveled, when we traded in our Class A, it hit 36,000 miles, 125,000 miles, Mr. Roboto, still in the break-in period for the diesel engine. I've heard everybody say that. This is my first diesel. But I just bought the RV in January, and by the end of February, I'd already put $5,000 in the motor. That's not the only thing. That's not the only thing. Miss Barbara is not real pleased with the floor plan. It's one slide.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, I could deal with it, but I don't care for the bedroom at all. We've got the north to south, and I do not like that. There's not enough storage room in the bedroom. But
Mr. Roboto says, I hear you, go with your gut. Well, you'll hear here in just a minute. We'll tell you what we're looking at, and that's where the decision comes in, and everybody can start piping in with their opinions. But I've heard all of that. The Caterpillar motor, you know, 500,000, 1,000,000 miles is nothing for a diesel. But once you're spooked, you just spooked. It's like losing your nerve. I lost my nerve. Every time I get on the road with her, I can't feel comfortable with Matilda D. I'm just waiting for something to happen because I'm of the old mentality. I've got the old 1960s, 1970s driving the Rambler. She's over 100,000 miles. This puppy's blowing up. And cars go a lot longer nowadays. And RVs can go a lot farther too, but there's again, there's some roof damage which has been fixed, but I still know it's there. It's always in the back of my mind. Not crazy about the floor plan on Matilda D. Don't have any problems with the slide, although we put a brace on it every time we bring it in, and that's one of the previous owners. There's a little note right up here that says brace. And every time you bring the slide in, there's a little come along bar that goes in there and latches in. And the previous owner, one owner back, had no idea why that bar was put on there every time you bring the slide in, unless there's a problem with the slide working its way out. But we put it on every time we travel. So the bedroom, it don't work for us.
It don't work for me.
It don't work. It's
but what did I tell the guy? What did I tell you? I didn't tell the guy. I said, if you're not happy, I can find an excuse not to like it.
That's true.
I mean, because if you're not happy, then
well, again, let's go back to the top of the line. The Holiday Rambler. Everybody knows Holiday Rambler is a great brand, and
I think you got your doubts. We went to Gander Camping World.
Yeah.
They have a 2007. What is it?
Four Winds, Valencia.
Valencia, there you go.
Diesel pusher.
And in a price range that we can work with really easily. But
Mr. Roboto says, I think you've already made up your mind. You just need a little push. It sounds that way, doesn't it? I agree. Go with your instincts. That's what Susan says. Thank you, Susan. Mel and Nettie is here. And again, as with everybody in the chat tonight, I value your opinions. Me and Miss Barbara look forward to hearing your inputs and everything. Slow-mo says, if Barbara ain't happy, KT ain't happy.
Well, my problem with Matilda D is ever since we got her, you've always said, this isn't the one.
Well, I
did. This
did.
Isn't the one.
I didn't.
And
I mean,
so we haven't personalized.
We haven't done anything. We haven't taken anything off the wall that came from the previous owner. Usually you take down, here's a thing hanging right here that says, life is an adventure, just go. It's been hanging here. Neither one of us care for it, but we haven't taken it down. We haven't moved into Matilda D.
Because you said this isn't the one. So we haven't moved into it.
That's where everybody in here is saying you got to go with your gut.
Well, we're going to stay with a Class A.
Yeah, we're going to stay with a Class A, and we're going to stay with a diesel pusher.
Well, that's the main reason we got this one is you wanted a diesel pusher so that we can go places other than the beach, higher altitude.
And pull that G.
Right.
Matilda G over there being a gas motor and not a 10-cylinder, only an 8-cylinder. She's got a good motor in her, and she's under 60,000 miles. But I just don't like straining her with that when we put the Jeep behind her.
We may have to keep her for our summer home.
We just might. All right, let's move along now to what we're looking at. We've covered the topics. We're not going to keep this. This is not going to be a long. Don't think it's going to be long until we start hearing your opinions. Susan said, that's how I felt with our Sun Voyager. I knew it just wasn't the one forever. And the next one might not be forever either. Matilda G was great. Matilda D, I have my doubts. I had them since my first encounter with that motor, and it just put a bad taste in my mouth. And I was going to mention, let's go with the Holiday Rambler. It's one of the top of the line in brands. It's an Endeavor. It's 39 feet long. It's got all the little bells and whistles that were around in the year 2000 or 1999, the production year of the Holiday Rambler. But again, I've been spooked by the engine trouble we've had thus far. There's been some roof damage, which, like I said, I repaired, but I know it's there. And the bedroom just doesn't work for me and Miss Barbara. And we have to put a brace on the slide every time we bring it in. Can we live with those things? We should be able to, and we might. We certainly might. Those are just my reservations, our reservations. Now, what we were looking at, what we have looked at is a Four Winds International Valencia. I don't know a whole lot about Four Winds International. I don't know a lot about the model, the Valencia, except what I've read on YouTube. And also we went and toured it today. But it's a diesel pusher. This Matilda D has a 330 horsepower Caterpillar 3126. The Valencia has a 300 horsepower Cummins. And here's the part that makes me giddy. It's only got 19,000 miles on it. Now, that could be good or bad. She hasn't really been broken in good yet. But I certainly feel better strapped into a diesel RV that's got 19,000 miles on it when I'm heading off on a trip of several thousand miles than I do. I likened it earlier today to, you know, you're taking off with grandpa or you're taking off with the newbie. So good or bad, 19,000 miles. I got up on the roof. The roof is in perfect shape. And Imagine Your Odyssey says, go Cummins. I hear you. I've got several Cummins ball caps. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I don't have anything against Caterpillar. I've already got something against Caterpillar. I had to put $5,000 in it as soon as I got it. Okay? Low miles means it's never been down the road and set. That's not good either. Aaron, you're absolutely right. This RV has been one of those that was a home for someone. So much so, listen to this now, so much so that it doesn't even have a passenger seat.
They took the passenger seat out.
The heck kind of floor plan is that? So it was either someone, an individual who owned it and simply didn't need a passenger seat and needed that floor space, more access, easier to get in and out of. If you're familiar with those type of RVs, the front door is the very front passenger corner of the RV. New Horizons, Cummins is the way to go. Please mash the thumbs up for Ricky and Miss Barbara. Thank you there, Steve. We certainly appreciate it. Welcome aboard, everyone. We have gone from Washington to
The Keys.
the Keys in a gasser. You have to go with what feels right for you. That is from Aaron Jameson. You sound just like Jim, Ricky. He says he doesn't feel right away. Back away from it. Well, she's right. After we made the decision to get Matilda D. Now, did any of our decision, was any of it based on the fact that they were good friends of ours and they needed to get rid of their RV?
Well, that and you were already looking for a diesel pusher. And
we were looking for a diesel pusher. And our friends were getting rid of their diesel pusher. The owner had some
health issues.
And did it have anything to do with the fact they were friends of ours and the price was right? Probably. A caterpillar is a furry, cute critter that eventually turns into a beautiful butterfly. Imagine your odyssey. Well, it better start turning. Apart from those initial repairs on the motor, there haven't been any.
Mr. Roboto, you have actually hit one of the nails in this project.
All right, let me find it and read it.
It's the last one.
Well, that's true. And I'm gonna let her tell this part. I'm gonna let Miss Barbara tell this part. But bear in mind, a salesman is a salesman. But go ahead.
We talked about trading in Matilda D. And so they go through and they get all the information and they're going to put it in the computer. And then I guess the sales manager comes over and comes to talk to us. And he was quite interested in the Holiday Rambler. And the more he talked to Ricky about it, the more Ricky was beginning to think maybe we shouldn't sell it, because the salesperson, what he was saying was actually,
without saying it, he was saying, why would you get rid of a Holiday Rambler for a Four Winds International Valencia? That was basically what he was saying.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand a heck of a way to sell me on this thing.
But really, for me, yes, the floor plan in the Four Winds is better than the floor plan in the Holiday Rambler, except for the bathroom area. I do like our bathroom area.
But we still basically have the same type of layout with the pocket doors that shut off the shower area.
Right.
And they also shut off the bedroom area.
Yeah.
We like the floor plan in the bedroom. Lots more closet and storage space in the Valencia.
A lot more in all areas.
A lot more everywhere. It's got whereas the Holiday Rambler has a 7,000 watt Onan generator, the Valencia has an 8,000 Onan. Again, we want to say hello to Mel and Nettie. I hope we haven't forgotten anybody else. Shh, Nursing Our Travel Bug. Shh. What did Nursing Our Travel Bug say?
It's a little bit higher up. So
Laugh out loud. IBO. I'm telling. in my case, I do the driving. Just saying. Let's get back to that for a minute. The Valencia has no passenger seat. Has anybody ever made a trip in a class, well, doesn't matter, class A, B, or C, RV, where you didn't have your partner sitting next to you? Because in this case, there's seat belts back on, and it's a very nice, this has got an aftermarket couch.
Yeah, it's got a nice couch on it. What they did when they took the passenger seat out is they put in a counter,
a little
and
counter,
a cabinet. But you still could put
You can put a seat in there.
You can put a seat there. If we
And
felt like we
I
needed
probably
to.
will. I'll probably get online and find me a flex steel seat, and I can put the seat back in it. That doesn't bother me. You need storage, but that equals more stuff, more weight. That's true, Steve.
I don't
Mr.
really know if we
Roboto.
had put too much more stuff in here.
We just now we packed it in funky areas.
Yeah, I've got to put them in plastic containers and stack them up on top of each other. And
Mr.
just
Roboto
awesome.
says if you can find one, check out a Tiffin or Newmar slightly loved diesel. I agree. Both of those are things I've been looking at, models I've been looking at since the day I said, I don't think this is the one. I don't think this is the one. But hey, nothing against Holiday Rambler. Like I said, she has the bells and whistles. I'm just the 22 years and the 125,000 miles and the roof damage and the slide. I really like the Valencia for several reasons. 19,000 miles. I've been up on the roof. Roof is in immaculate shape. By the way, it has 3 slides. We didn't even touch on that, and that is something, the opposing slides for the living area and kitchen that just opened that area right out. And that is something we kind of wanted when we decided we were going to move up from Matilda G.
Yeah.
We were going to get some space. And there's a slide in the bedroom, which just opens that up back there as well. So which way are you leaning?
Whatever makes you happy. I'm serious, because you do 99.99% of the driving. So it's whatever makes you happy.
All right, here you go. Let's take a look at the Valencia. This again is Four Winds International. Ultimately, they're owned by Thor, which eventually everybody is going to be owned by Thor. But this is a look at the Four Winds Valencia. She's white with I believe that's a dark blue and gray pattern. And she's got the toppers on all the slides. She's got the electric slide over the front door, and not slide, the electric awning. I'm not sure if that main awning is electric or mechanical, manual, I mean. I'm not really sure. Something else I'm happy about, the tires all the way around this one are less than 2 years old, and that's the manufacturer's date. They're all 20s. So they were manufactured in 20. And the tires on Matilda D, as we sit right now, several of them are 2015s, and a few of them, the 2 on the front, are 2017s. So already about, they already need tires, and I knew that before we made any kind of long trip. I was going to have to put tires on this one at about, in the ballpark of $3,000. We're going through this ourselves. That's already there yet.
That's what you put on the screen from the very beginning. But anyway.
If you would click on the arrow, we'll go through and look at some of these pictures here. So that's the Valencia exterior. That's the slides from the driver's side rear. And full-length ladder. That's the interior. And yes, that is a CRT, cathode ray tube
which will
TV.
be gone before we even pull out of the parking lot.
Yeah. There she is from the driver's side front corner. The body is in perfect condition. I walked around her several times. I think that is an aftermarket floor.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I mean, it's done real well, but I believe it's an aftermarket floor, meaning the vinyl flooring was put in there. It's probably all carpet back
That
in
seat's been
2007.
got some wear on it.
The seat's got a seat cover on it. There's the kitchen slid out with the bar that slides out. And over here, where Miss Barbara is moving the mouse around, that is the, believe it or not, that is the custom cabinet that was built aftermarket and put in there. A little bit crazy, Ellen J. We're thinking about it. 3 slides is nice, but can you get the bathroom? Can you get to the bathroom with all the slides in? Don't know that.
That's important.
That is important. We cranked up the diesel today. We ran the generator for a little bit, but we didn't work the slides today. We're going to go back Monday and get a little more serious about it. That is a look at the living room slide. As you can see, a nice sofa in there, and it's a big slide. Not crazy about that little goofy table over there.
Oh, it's not mounted on any way. I moved it all around, so yeah, that's going out.
That's going to be our desk area, and it might even be this desk right here. We'll take it out.
Yeah,
take it out of this one and put it right in that one. That is a custom-made cabinet under a long window.
Right.
That cabinet looks like it was built in there, but that cabinet was added after the passenger seat was taken out. And right there where you're looking is where normally you would have the passenger seat. It's just not there. Microwave, convection, and gas stovetop. No oven, no gas oven.
No gas oven. I wonder if there's another picture of the kitchen. Well, there's the stovetop. The sink.
There's your double sink. There's your cockpit. Microwave, convection. Looking down the hallway, that door right there is to the water closet. You have your sink and your toilet in there.
And this door also can open up and seal off that back
opens out and latches as a privacy door to close off that back section. And there's a pocket door in the back that does the same thing.
Regular refrigerator.
Unfortunately. Probably a Norco or something like that.
Vanity in the bathroom.
There's your sink in the bathroom.
The water closet.
There's your toilet.
Yeah, that's got to go.
Yeah, that'll go.
It's got to go. Shower.
Nice shower. And it's not a round shower. It's a corner shower.
And then there's a bedroom. Got space.
And that is something we simply do not have in Matilda D. That whole back wall back there, because of the orientation of the bed, we don't have.
We will be adding this. Mr.
Roboto says, where are you going to sit?
We're working on that.
It's got a nice little desk. Probably will be a TV stand. I mean, that's where the TV will probably go. We'll store it for travel, and then when we get where we're going, we'll just put the TV on that little table there. Barbara says that it's already.
It is. This cabinet here is for the wash. It does not have a washer dryer unit in there, but it's got the hookups for it, and it's ready for it.
It's washer and dryer ready.
Okay.
A little bit more cabinet.
Right there. That's the washer dryer. You'd take the shelves out and anyway.
Shelves out, and that's where the washer dryer combo will go. But look how deep that back closet is. That's something we had in Matilda G that we just missed in this model here, not having that closet space. In fact, we have very little closet space.
Yeah.
Very shallow closet space.
And that's the access to engine.
Does it have a washer and dryer?
No, but it's set up for one.
Right, it's set up for one.
And I know that the washer dryer thing is
Fern the camper is going to bed. Good night.
That's where I'm supposed to be.
Thank you for coming. It looks like it has minimal wear and tear internally. It does. Even though it was probably someone's home instead of someone's recreational vehicle. And I like the light wood. That's something that Matilda didn't have. Matilda G and Matilda D here, very dark in here.
That was all.
And that is the Four Winds International Valencia, 19,000 miles, brand new tires, basically. Cummins, 300 horse, diesel. And so that's really about it. That's our story. That's why we came on tonight and wanted to get your opinions. So at this point,
hang on, stop. Okay, I just wanted to put something different up there.
I just wanted to put us back up.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to live chat over here. Bring up that live chat and open the floor to any opinions you guys might have. Remember to hit that thumbs up. We certainly would appreciate it. Mr. Roboto says, I prefer the propane electric fridge myself. That is a propane electric fridge. Yes. In that one. It's electric and also runs off propane as well. As a matter of fact, all three of our RVs, both of our RVs. And that's another thing. I didn't even mention that. Some of you saw the video. We already had to replace the fridge in this. And most of you are saying, well, now you've already got that out of the way. It's replaced. But I had to. You know, it was just one more thing. You're sitting here going, what else can happen? And you got to put a fridge cooling unit. If you didn't watch that video, go watch it, because you may never do that yourself. You may just buy a new fridge.
Box Van D is here.
Mel Nitty says Box Van D is here. Hello, Box Van D.
Yeah.
She says, I'll watch the replay. It looks like a nice rig. That's from Mel and Nettie. Washer and dryer is something I wish we had after going full-time RVers. It's definitely a must. That's Susan. Even though you can't wash a lot in it, Miss Barbara has used the combo washer dryer in this one, and I can see where it would be very convenient. You get your underwear and your shorts and all that stuff washed. You're not going to be sitting there and washing load after load after load, but it gets you by.
But it'll get you by. I mean, and then when you go to a campsite that has the washer and dryer, that's where you do your bigger stuff.
Yes, Mr. Roboto, it's a 2007. Box Van D says, I'm late, but I finally made it, RV Underway. Thank you, Box Van D. We certainly appreciate it. It's always a ray of sunshine to see D come around. We appreciate you being on here tonight. Do you want us to take a vote? Well, we might just do that. I'll watch the replay. Let's see what else. We have a double refrigerator. It's gas and electric. That's one thing Miss Barbara wishes we had. She wonders if down the road we could put a residential size fridge in there. You probably could if you found the right model. It would have to be tall, not wide. Right. Because of the restriction in, and I don't know what's under it. A lot of times there is your maybe your regulator, your not your batteries, but your converter, inverter may be under there.
One Strange Adventure is here.
One Strange Adventure. Well, hello, Harold. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, guys, been a long time. Hope all is well. Hello, Harold. The test drive will probably be the decision maker. You're right, Susan. We haven't test driven it yet. So Avenger RV Adventure says, if your heart says yes, then go for it. Rig, much solar does it have? How much solar does it have? It has no solar. Has no solar. It has four 6-volt house batteries, and it's got two 12-volt chassis batteries. So it has no solar, but being up on the roof, it does have plenty of room for it because it's minimal. There's a couple of fantastic fans and a couple of air conditioned units. There is some type of satellite up there. It wasn't a Winegard. It has a Winegard Batwing TV antenna up there, but I didn't even get into that. But there's some type of satellite up there, which we don't use anyway.
No.
We've gone strictly internet with all of our TVs. Yeah, test drive is probably going to be the one. Makes a decision for us. Also, if they offer us a good price on this.
Well, if they offer us a good trade-in, that's important.
Yeah.
And, depending.
We'd probably get more money if we sold it outright, and I get that. That's usually the way it always is. But for simplicity's sake, if they give us a good price, and we know what we paid for it, and they don't. So if they give us a good price,
yeah,
which they don't have to try hard to do that. They won't have to try hard.
But that would be something we'd have to talk to them about. We may even have them go ahead and install a passenger seat before we take possession.
Might just do that.
And
all right, so let's do this. It's 10:44.
I know it's later than I thought it was.
You've heard our story. I want to thank you again for coming and helping us with this decision. I think from everything that a lot of you have said, it has certainly been very helpful. Imagine Your Odyssey, newer, Cummins, low miles, easy to fix, seating concern, newer tires, larger generator, better floor plan. Those are the positives. What are some of the negatives? The negative would be it ain't got a passenger seat, but I see you covered that. Fix the seating concern. That's easy to fix. You put a seat in there. Miss Barbara is a woman of luxury, and so it's going to have to be an electric seat with all the bells and whistles, the ups and downs, the kick-out feet, the whole 9 yards. What are some of the negatives?
I think the main negative, it needs some interior work, minor work, things you could probably do.
It's all minor work, yeah.
The guy didn't have pay good attention to detail when he put down the trim in the front.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. And
well, what he did was he put down a gray vinyl floor, wood vinyl floor. And then right up front where he trimmed it with unfinished pine, which just my eyes went directly to it. Boing! I got to fix that.
It's got a good price on it. The floor plan's better. We can fix the chair situation. I think the main negative was how they reacted when we told them we'd like to trade in the Holiday Rambler. They were like, they were more interested in the Holiday Rambler than they were in us buying.
Thank you, Imagine Your Odyssey. Those are all, that's a great rundown right there. Great rundown. And I'm still on what are some of the negatives. There aren't a lot. So I think really that kind of helps us with our decision. 300 horses, is that enough power for climbing? Well, this model has 330 and a Caterpillar, and that model has a 300 and a Cummins. if we go with it, Mel, it'll have to have enough power, won't it? Or you just got to wait behind me. I don't get in a hurry anyway.
No, he doesn't.
Box Van D, I have to watch the replay first, then I'll say what I think for what it's worth. Thank you, Box Van D. We certainly appreciate it. Everything seems like easy fixes. It does, Susan. It does. So just for the heck of it, as we close this thing up, just for the heck of it, first of all, thank you, each and every one of you, for coming in and spending some time in here tonight and listening to our ranting about this little decision we have to make. We certainly do appreciate it. New Horizon says Cummins has more power than a Caterpillar. So just for the heck of it, it's always safe going slow, Ricky. You're right. I remember when I made that video for the Safety Plus that we had put under the front end. The guy asked me, he says, what do you generally drive? I said, I'm about a 60-mile-an-hour man. That's me. I might ease up to 65 miles an hour if I'm on a 70 interstate. But anyway, just for the heck of it, let's see, thumbs up and thumbs down. You don't even have to explain yourself. Just thumbs up. Yes, it sounds like something that you might do if you were posed with the same situation. And a thumbs down if you would say, maybe not right now, hang on to Matilda D and look for something better to come along. So a thumbs up or a thumbs down, you don't have to give any explanations, and that's going to wrap up our live stream. So let's see what we get here. What does Barbara think of getting a new rig?
If it makes him happy, it makes me happy. I do like the floor plan of the Four Winds, and I love the bedroom.
Miss Barbara just wants to go. She's tired of lollygagging. She just wants to go. So we got to get done what we're going to get done, and make it our, not our forever RV, but our long time RV, because Matilda D just didn't have the right feel from the start.
And that's all I feel. Yeah. He, from the get-go, he wasn't really happy with the Holiday Rambler. And if he's happy, that's all that matters. He's the one that's got to drive it.
I got to drive it, and as long as I'm sitting up there with some type of peace of mind, happy wife, happy life, my experience anyway. That's the truth. If you're happy, that's all that matters. Well, look, folks, I certainly appreciate it. RV there yet? Good luck with your decision. I know you said that you're going through that right now yourselves. I can't wait for Mayberry meetup to see what you go with. we might show up with a pop-up.
No, we won't. No, we won't. However, I did look at the conversion van.
That's not a conversion van. That's a Class B.
Class B. I looked at the Class B.
She looked at the Mercedes Class B. I could do that as a single man. I could do that.
That's what I said, as a single person. So if anything should happen to you, I know that I can go with a Class B.
Those things are nice.
Probably would get a Class C.
Those things are nice. Have you seen them? Obviously, you've seen them. You went to the show, but it's amazing how they pack all that stuff in that Mercedes van.
Everything's got 2 or 3 purposes for it.
Yep, absolutely.
But
look, I appreciate all of the advice and the expertise and the input that you folks have given us. It looks like a lot of thumbs up. Made us think about a lot of stuff. And let's see here. I want to make sure I don't forget anyone.
Over the Hill RV, did we ever say hello to them?
Over the Hill RV is here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Over the Hill RV, thank you for dropping by. I love Miss Barbara's forward thinking. When I get rid of him.
Gotta have, I mean, I got to know that I can be on the road.
You always got a plan B.
Gotta have plan B.
Got to have a plan B. Miss Barbara can have the Class B as the Toad for the Valencia.
Nah. The couch is big enough for you if you're in the doghouse.
Shipmate Aaron Jemison says, good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for. It sounds like a title to a song. And good night. Thank y'all.
Thank you, guys.
I thank everybody for being here, and thank you for your input. We go back Monday to talk it over with the guys down there. We'll see what they offer us on a trade. If the trade don't sound,
for a test drive.
If the trade don't sound good, we'll just sell this one on our own. But take it for a test drive on Monday.
Slides in.
Slides in. Thank you all very much, and good night. Hope you have a great remainder to your weekend. If you're in our neck of the woods, you've got nothing but blue skies ahead of you tomorrow. If you're up in the northwest, what a mighty y'all burning up. And there's storms across the Midwest right now. Kansas is getting a lot of rain and some bad weather, and that whole front has stalled through there. But anyway, appreciate it. Appreciate everybody being here. Have a good night. God bless you. And thank you for helping us with our little RV dilemma.
Dilemma.
Our little dilemma.
His dilemma.
My dilemma. All right. Appreciate you being here. Thank you.